Hi, I'm Corey Gerard, and I'm here to inform y'all that the internet is putting retail out of business. Doesn't everybody remember when there were like hundreds of video stores that provided a great variety of movies for purposes of renting, purchasing, and window shopping? And y'all do remember when you could take the whole family out there and go in those places and have a good experience. And those places certainly provided so much wonderful variety for film viewing purposes that you could not help but to come back day after day or week after week. Because I can remember seeing certain families in there and they would all have happy faces and the kids would be running down the aisles playing. And some of them would be like, "Mommy, mommy, daddy, daddy, let's rent this. This is a fun movie." Well, those video stores of numerous varieties are almost non-existent because the internet has pretty much damn near put them out of business by providing so many different sites where you can download a movie and watch them for practically nothing. And I'm not saying that, a brother and a sister shouldn't be able to catch a break, but I could just remember having fun experiences by going in many video stores and looking around. And I had never seen that many movies in a single place before. Now, doesn't everybody remember when there were like too many record stores or music places where you can go in and see like so many albums and records that it was astronomical and mind-boggling? I can even remember that just about every single shopping mall used to have a record store in there where they allowed you to come in there and sample a particular song or whole album before you could purchase it. Because I remember like back in the day when I just got paid, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go buy me this dope Ice Cube album or this dope Snoop Dogg album." Hey, it just came out, it's slamming. Like, hey, I'm gonna go to the mall and get it now. Then I'd be out there and it'd be jam packed. Like everybody would be up on that or up on those albums. And they would even provide like certain listening devices where you could sample them. Well, those places are almost non-existent now as well because the internet has pretty much put them out of business by providing so many downloading sites where a person can go in and download a whole album for free. And again, I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with a person catching a break, but that type of stuff usually does away with fun tradition that we can all remember, in which we grew accustomed to at some point in our lives. I know brothers would be like, "Hey man, we can stay home and download that Ice Cube album, that Snoop Dogg record, that Diana Ross album for free. So do you want to go out and pay for it?" It's not so much as the money, but rather the experience in it all. It's like immersing yourself in something that was like fun and traditional. Because, those albums didn't cost that much money. But then again, I don't mind catching a break every now and then on them. But things like the internet, which pretty much does away with the need to purchase an album isn't entirely good, even though you can get much good from it. Now, do any of you remember when the retail clothing stores flourished? I mean, you could just about go to any clothing store and it will be jam packed with persons, seeking to buy popular, fashionable clothing items. And I can remember partaking in those experiences too, because I would go out there and pick me out some gangster clothing and go into booths to make sure it fit me properly, much like many others did. But now when I go out, I don't really see that like I once did. And that's because, places like Amazon provide a service where you can stay at home and pick out items and order them in that particular way, which ain't bad again, because I guess it's, accommodating where, people won't have to go out to these shops and stores and, and spend too much time, looking over things for purposes of shopping, spending, and purchasing. But I can just remember all those fun experiences where I used to go out and shop for clothes and various other items, much like many others did. But it's like I said, the internet provides another type of accommodation which does away with the need to go out and shop that way. So the message is, or the moral to the story is, that when we have fun, positive tradition in which we are all conditioned to like and enjoy, we shouldn't necessarily do away with that because we come up with something else which accommodates us in a similar way or not so similar way. So this is Corey Gerard signing off again. Thanks for tuning in.